there all day. Hell yeah.
Arm wrestling's about to take place.
Yeah.
Good morning, YouTube world. I'm your host, Paul Italia. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. It is my pleasure to introduce today's guest. He is a superstar in the arm wrestling community. His name is Ermes Gasparini. What's up, Paisan? How you doing today, bro?
I'm feeling good. My shoulder is recovering very good now. Yeah, it's like 80%. Every week I feel less pain.
Well, that's a great thing, brother. We're going to get into that in a little while. Let's first start off. I want to get your basics just for all the new arm wrestlers out there. And I just want to learn a little about you. And when did you get into arm wrestling? How old were you?
My father, it was a Italian champion. And he won many titles about European and the World Championship. And I started very young, but the first competition, it was 12 years ago when I was 17 years old, like this. And I won my first Italian championship, juniores and the senior. Very, very easy.
So growing up, you were always around arm wrestling because your father was a world champion, I'm assuming, correct?
Yeah. He won 13, 14 Italian championship. And he gave me a very good genetic for arm wrestling. My mother too. My mother competed many times in a wrestling championship.
Wow, an arm wrestling family, a dynasty. I love it.
Yeah.
So, do they still pull today? Does your dad still get on with you and pull?
Well, no. Now he have a lot of pain in his elbow, but sometimes, yes, little bit with elastic, for yeah.
What weight class did he used to compete at when he was a world champion?
My father.
Yeah, your father.
95 kilo.
Okay.
Yeah, 95.
So where did you grow up? What part of Italy?
What?
What part of Italy did you grow up in? Did you go to school and all?
In north of Italy, the region is Veneto, and the city is Verona. Is near to Venice, in the east of Italy.
Now, is arm wrestling a big thing over there? Is there a lot of people that participate in it?
Not too much, but now it's growing up a lot. In these 2 years with Larry Weiss and many competition. Now every time when I go in some place like this, sometimes there are the people know who I am, and he want a photo like this. It's beautiful.
That is amazing. Now, when you were growing up and going to school, were you an athlete in school? Did you play any other sports?
I started with karate, karate, and little football, but and the arm wrestling, yeah, little box, but I started arm wrestling very seriously, yeah, at 16, 17 years old.
And what made the transition from, kind of doing arm wrestling as a hobby to like getting real serious? Was it watching your father compete? Was it just, it was the time it was right?
Yeah, because I followed him many times when I was very, very young, and it's a very good emotion. Oh, you see your father in competition. And I remember when he lost, I was very angry like this. Yeah, many times like this. Were very beautiful memories.
Now, did you have any other idols growing up as in arm wrestling world? Was there anybody else other than your father that you looked up to in arm wrestling?
But my idol is John Brzenk. Yeah, there are many super legends like Larat, Richard Lupkes, Dennis, but my favorite, John.
Now,
John for me is number one.
How did you used to watch the matches back then? You would find it on where would you see John Brzenk? When was the first time you laid eyes on him?
When he won with Dennis.
Okay.
In 2008, the name you remember the first time when they competed together.
And
yeah, this is the first time, I think. Yeah, more or less.
And when was the first time you got to meet John in person?
In Dubai, when I competed with Gennady Kivinia.
Okay.
Super fantastic moment. Amazing.
And
But every time when I meet him, is very, for me, is super. But the first time, if you are a fan of him, yeah, it's beautiful. But if you know, he know you who I am, is more emotional. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you get the grip
in the
up?
last competition? Yeah. I saw him in the when I competed with Levan, he rooted for me. He's amazing.
Now, have you got the grip up with John before?
Never. Yeah, I shake his hand many times, but I never pull it with him. I'm not it's not for to win or to something else, but I want to to try with him to try his hand, because his hand is very big. It's not very comfortable. Yeah, I'm very curious to pull with him, but not because I want to win, because I want to say yes, I pull with John.
Yeah. Just to be able to grip up with the GOAT is an amazing thing.
Yeah, maybe he give more power.
I can see that. So let me ask you, when did you decide that arm wrestling is going to be something that you're going to pursue and looking to be number one in the world? When did that all click for you? How old were you?
If when I started to compete in arm wrestling, is your dream, and follow this way, and I feel inside. Maybe no, I don't know when, but I feel inside I will be number one in the future, sure.
Now, when you first came into the sport, you were a lot lighter. How much did you weigh when you first competed?
When I was 17 years old, 85 kilo.
85.
And 20 years old, like around 90. 95. Yeah, more or less. And 22, 23, 110. And
lots of eating pasta.
Pizza, pasta every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's very difficult for me, because if I don't eat a lot, my weight go down immediately. It's very difficult because my body is very fast to burn the calories.
So how many years did it take for you to get really good at arm wrestling? Or did you come right away and you were already winning from the beginning?
How many years?
Yeah.
For what?
Until you started winning all the time and you were started getting out there and being well known as a big name. Like, was it something that happened very quickly, or it was more of like a progression until you got at an elite level?
It's difficult because the first time when I see the good way, when I competed with Michael Todd, I saw, I have a good potential to be number one or to be top 5 super heavyweight.
How old were you? How old were you then when you went against Michael Todd?
2017 is 5 years. I was 24.
And what do you do?
After this, I had an injury, very big injury, and I stopped my career for 3 years.
What injury was that?
It's here. I don't know if you see.
Yes.
They cut my bone because my bone will touch another bone, and the cartilage in the middle it was finished. Now I have more. My bone is little short than, and now I don't have problem. Okay. But maybe in the left sometime I feel this pain, but the left I don't very interested because I don't pull many times like my right arm.
Now, what do you do for a living? What's your job in life?
And now is only arm wrestling. Okay. And I do YouTube and the coaching online programs and I do a seminar. Yeah.
When did you make the transition to becoming a full-time arm wrestler? How long ago was that?
2 years ago, like this. Yeah, but YouTube, yes, is very beautiful because if you put many times video, the channel will grow up very fast. But to follow every single part is very difficult. You need to your mind to preparation for the match, to follow the kinds of coaching online, and it's not very easy to follow every single part of this.
It's like a full-time job in itself. That's for sure.
Yeah.